Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Kekkai Sensen and Beyond, or you could call it Blood Blockade, Battlefront and Beyond on episode 8. Now, this episode right here is actually pretty cool, not too bad. Although, some major trouble comes along with Leonardo, he does have some adventures in this episode. This is only part 1 to let you all know. Part 2 will come up in the next episode, apparently. So, if anything else, let's go. We have to it that Leonardo and his friend or acquaintance that he knows of, named Rio, apparently, are just walking around the city having a little conversation about Sonic the Monkey being very cool and calm and collected with Rio around, but apparently their walk around the city becomes disrupted by some thugs, which apparently mugged Leonardo what he has left of his remaining money, while Rio ends up running away, leaving Leonardo behind, abandoning him in other cases, while Leonardo was choked to unconscious and ends up waking up later after the opening. But apparently we have to it that Leonardo ends up being acquainted with a somewhat alien fighter or figure, which is also known to be a doctor named Lee Gatto or something. He's a clockwork doctor apparently and a hyper doctor. And ends up asking Leonardo for some help or try to find something that Rio ends up being acquainted with later, like Leonardo's friend in other cases. We have to it that, of course, there is a scene with Claus and Hummer Dog, I think, or Dog Hummer, involving themselves with the Warden, I think, which we don't even know why. But aside from that, going to the part where Leonardo becomes acquainted with Lee Gatto or something, the Clockwork Doctor or Hyper Doctor, who is controlling somewhat of a ship, apparently, in a small, flea exo-sized suit or something. He ends up asking Leonardo if he knows anything about bacterial terrorism, and he ends up explaining to Leonardo that he's looking for something called a Gemnemo, or just named Gemnemo, which apparently he gives out the characteristics later, but only after Leonardo ends up helping the landlady find her lost cat in a certain way of a building in exchange that she could wait a little bit on Leonardo's rent, of course, which is a good thing, but not too bad. But going back to the characteristics of what Lee Gatto or the doctor was saying to Leonardo is that this thing that does things to people, the Gemnemo, ends up making the person or the alien figure huge, strong, and their tissues expand. So in other cases, you just become big and strong. He just explains that in simple he just explained it in a long, detailed form of a way, but what I'm just saying in a simple way of how the doctor was telling Leonardo that he's looking for that bacteria terrorist is that it just makes you huge and strong and just taller. And of course, Rio ends up being involved with that bacteria apparently because he not only knocked out Mr. Zap, which Zap tries to scuff money off him when he asks him, hey, pay for my meal, I'll have Leonardo pay you back. He throws Zap out of the window, and apparently he got sent to the hospital after Claus talked about it towards the end of the episode. But apparently Rio ends up realizing what he's done, and he ends up entering an alleyway by accident where a group of thugs are gonna mug him, but Rio, on the other hand, turns super big and huge and kicks their butts pretty badly. Of course, the doctor ends up talking to Steven and Leonardo at the Libra organization after realizing what the heck is going on. But apparently, we have to it that Claus and Dog Hummer, who is apparently escorting the Warden, or maybe with the Warden for unknown reasons, honestly, encounters Rio in a giant, form of his strength, apparently, of the bacteria terrorist strength, if anything, the Gemnemo, if anything. And he's causing rampage around the police after he beats up a couple thugs. And we have to it that Claus and Doug Hummer tries to stall him for a bit, but apparently we get some information is you guys should not try any violence against him, otherwise he'll just become stronger, bigger, and will cause much more damage than before. So in other cases, like the Gem Nemo, it will react to violence in a certain way and grow bigger and stronger, is what the doctor that Leonardo met at the beginning of this episode is saying. But apparently they tried to stop him from moving, but that doesn't work. Doug Hummer ends up using a freaking 100 crack fist of me technique on the freaking Rio, and he grew, and after he got sent flying, he just turned to a freaking giant alien figure that towers above everybody and the city alone. I'm thinking in my mind, are you freaking for real? That's about it. So, in a simple summary without much detail, Leonardo and Rio just got mugged, but Rio ends up running away and becomes acquainted with a bacterial terrorist named the Gem Nemo, which the doctor, hyper doctor if you may call it, called Lee Gatto, is trying to find and stop him from causing any damage before chaos ensues. But it's already too late, and Rio becomes out of control after that. After that, bacterial terrorist, the Gem Nemo, took control of him or used him as a host. So, yeah. So, pretty much all I could say is it's just like Leonardo's adventure with a hyper doctor looking for a bacterial terrorist, which is too late for him to stop because he ends up taking over Leonardo's friend's body, Rio, and turn him into a freaking weapon of mass destruction. So, yeah. Anyways, like I said, episode's pretty cool, and sorry if I became very confusing to the end here and there, but yeah, it was fun. So, looking forward to part 2. So, until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Choo-choo-choo!